Okay, you guys are on.
Good afternoon, students, parents, siblings, and staff. Thank you for coming to our LHHS Shining Nights Awards of 2021.
Allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm Jacob Magdaleno, and this is Jessica Deacon. So here's the deal. We're going to be giving awards to national contenders, those who have earned industry certifications, and students who have received scholarships and honors cords.
Today, we are proud to introduce to you Mrs. Marcia Becker, our CTE coordinator.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everyone to our 2021 CTE Shining Nights Awards. And although we are a more intimate group tonight, or today, we are still celebrating the same amazing achievements this year. I am the Career and Technical Education Coordinator for Lake Havasu Unified School District and Western Arizona Vocation Education. Please let me begin with a few special thank yous. I'd like to start by thanking our CTE assistant, Ms. Judy Long. She's kind of our behind-the-scene backbone, make sure things get taken care of. Thank you, Judy. To Ms. Kelly George and Ms. Francine Galea, they are our Career Center. They mentor our students daily. All of you students, I'm sure you are very familiar with them. Ms. Galea has worked tirelessly to make sure that today goes off without a hitch. The Career Center is the heart of our CTE programs, so thank you. And then thank you to the Fitties for streaming our event this year and just ensuring that we can have this event and move to our graduation and on to the events of our summer. Thank you to our CTE teachers, our CTSO leaders. Without your guidance and leadership, our students would not have the opportunities to experience the success that they have this year on so many levels. And let's just talk about this year. What a year we've all experienced. From online to hybrid to in-person to block schedule teaching. It seemed like we'd just get the hang of things and then it would change on us again. This year taught us about flexibility, about new ways of teaching, and how to preserve or persevere, and how to adapt. This taught us to be thankful for the time that we got to spend with our family and our loved ones, and the support that we have from one another. That taught us that we can not only make it through difficult times, but that we can soar through them. This year, we had over 135 students earn industry certifications, including a lot that you're going to hear about tonight throughout the program. There are 25 earned CTE graduation cords this year. These students will walk with honors at graduation. This is a symbol of the hard work and dedication that a student has spent over their entire high school career. Earning a graduation cord is not an easy feat. Our standards are high and our students have responded to the rigor in their chosen program. Our students are leaving Lake Havasu High School career ready, and this is what we are all here for today, to honor you students for your hard work, your commitment, your excellence, and your passion for your chosen CTE pathway. You have made us all so very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Becker. Appreciate it.
This first award is for Stagecraft, so please welcome Mr. Jason Ballas.
Pleasure to see you. We've been asked to keep this very brief, and so without further ado, I want to just introduce the students that are receiving awards tonight for Stagecraft in all areas. Two individuals, Brent Weldy and Gracie Beaumont. I see Gracie. Do I see Brent? Are we having them come up to the stage today? Okay. Gracie, come on up, if that's you. Brent, come on up. These two individuals performed and we'll be moving on for musical theater solos as well as monologue performance. And it's not that they're just talented. We all know people that are talented. It's the work ethic and the understanding of the discipline that has made them so successful. Thank you.
Excellent.
And lastly, our shining knight this year has been with me for 4 years. Destiny Aguiar, are you here today? No? Destiny's been a wonderful addition to the program over these past 4 years. She's been handling stage manager duties, as well as assistant stage manager duties for those times. And we sure appreciate that. And if we give her a round of applause, thank you.
And now, for graphic design, we have 2 awards. First, welcome Mr. Ben Robertson.
So, like Jason said, I'm gonna make this really brief. Like Marsha was saying, we've had 4 different types of school years, pretty much in 1 year, 4 different schedules. This kid dominated all 4 schedules and excelled no matter what schedule we were on, what the circumstances were. He blew me away starting the beginning of the year. I was like, wow, this kid knows how to do online learning. There's no question that this kid's gonna be successful. And then he just got better as the school year went on. He decided that he was gonna do PLP for 4th quarter, and I said, no, you're not. You need to be in class. He listened to me, or I hope it was me. I at least give myself credit for that. But he came back to school and he finished, and I was so happy to see him in class. I'm trying to make it short. I'm still talking too much. So this kid gets up, comes to school, works all day, does all of his classes, then goes and changes tires after school in a hot garage until the evening, then goes home and completes hours and hours of artwork. And today, what he said in class really made me, I just want to share this real quick and I'll shut up. He came out and told me, I don't want to get lazy. I want to be disciplined over the summer, and I do not want to get off track. I want to keep he does artwork when I don't even tell him to. And he told me that he wants to keep on a routine where he can keep busy, motivating himself and keep growing. He wants to be successful professionally. And just to hear that from him, I know that his head's in the right place and he's going to be, I can't wait to see what he's going to be doing. Alejandro Espino. Our students, Mr. Bakeson and I both teach graphic design. Our kids do pretty much 2 programs in one. They have to master the hand drawing skills, the hand crafting skills, but then they also learn all the digital stuff. He pretty much co-teaches graphic design with me and tells me things to do, and I couldn't be more happy. I'm gonna be sad to see you go, buddy. Alejandro Espino.
Thank you. Second, please come on up, Mr. Kevin Dingson.
Hello, just like Mr. Robertson said, we had some amazing students, and it was very difficult to choose from the seniors that we had. We had close to 20 in dual enrollment, and I had quite a few in my class. And I wasn't able to choose a senior. I had to go back and think about their 4 years that they completed for us and all the work that she had done. And I'd like to say that every project that she did, she wanted to make sure it was right. She double checked with us, came and asked for advice, had no problems doing any alterations or revisions on her artwork. And she would spend many, many hours working on these artwork over the course of her 4 years that she was in the program. And so with that, I chose Daniela Lopez for my shining knight. Come on up. So we had a congressional contest. It was canceled last year, but this year we were able to enter back into it. And it's the 4th congressional contest, the District of Arizona. And every year there's over 40, 50 contestants, and those contestants are the best of the best. And we sent 7 works down there. And every one of them had the capability of coming back with first place or placing. And I happened to bring up artwork here that Daniela had done, and we decided to send that in, and she ended up getting third place at this contest, and it was a really, really high competitive art contest. There was a lot of really good art, and this is her project that she sent in. So as you can see, it wasn't too hard to figure out somebody that's able to have that skill set and to do that to every single project that she did. That's why I chose Daniela Lopez for my Shining Knight Award. And a little bit more about Daniela. She's going to go on to the U of A. She has a full scholarship, and she is going to be studying biology. And her hope is to continue on with school, and I think at one point in time, I'll be calling her Dr. Lopez. I have no doubt that she's going to accomplish her goals.
Well, congratulations. Now let's welcome to the stage from the back, Mr. Sam Brindis for music and audio. Okay, well, we might be on standby. How's everyone doing? That's great. Do we go on with the next one, or? 1 second. All right, now introducing Mr. Sam Brindis for music and audio.
Joys of live, right? So we have a few different things going in the music and audio program. The first thing is for our Skills USA this year. We had a gold medal placement, so at the state competition, they go on to the national competition, and that was for digital cinema production. We have still not gotten the results from state yet as far as how many teams were in, but typically over the years when we've done this competition, it's anywhere from 50 to 70 teams, so it's a pretty big playing field. Anyway, Jacob Magdaleno right here and Logan Rodriguez over there are our gold medal winners for Skills USA. So come on up and say thanks. We will be doing a virtual national competition where they will get a prompt for what their film will be. The one they just did was a thriller. You all know me, normally I'll run crazy videos and I would have shown their movie, but we got to keep things rolling today. But they did a great job, and we will post it and put info out there where you guys can watch it. But congratulations. And you each get a fabulous bag with 10,000 cash in each one. All right, thanks you guys. Also, I would like to bring up to the stage my Shining Knight. This was really difficult, as most of us in CTE know. We get to have our kids not for 1 year, not for 1 semester, but in many cases all 4 years while they're in high school. And so we really get to build those relationships. This year is especially difficult for me because most of the kids in my class I've had all 4 years, and it's like, how do you just pick one? But I had to, and I did, and so my Shining Knight this year is Dewey Wiles. When Dewey came to me as a freshman, I had his older brother, who actually is in the industry now doing lighting and sound. But Dewey was eager to get involved with it, and to say how far he's come in 4 years would be an understatement. He is composing, he has picked up multiple instruments. You can look him up on Spotify. He's got a couple 100,000 plays on most of his songs. He's well on the path to being an exceptional composer, musician, songwriter, storyteller. Dewey, you here, by the way? Come on up. So no matter what Dewey decides to do, I know it's nothing but straight up success. And as most of us know, we're going to miss a lot of these kids. This has been a very special class for most of us. And then last thing, we also are working on our certifications. And so we have had for Adobe Premiere Pro this year, we have had 8 of my underclassmen already get certified. And for my seniors this year getting certification, we have Bryce Clark, Connor Stone, CJ Testa, and Josh Zapp. So if you guys, congratulations. If you want to come up and say hi real quick. And again, additionally, we have another 8 that were underclassmen, but they don't get to come up. And I have your certificates for you, and I will give them to you when I next see you. And you guys get cups with $2,000. And then also we offer certifications in Pro Tools. And so we are in the process of testing right now. And I had 4 of my juniors pass yesterday, and 4 of my seniors also passed yesterday. And that's Tyler Rademacher, Keenan Edwards, and Dewey Wiles. And so they are well on their way to getting their 101 certification and their 110 certification. And interestingly enough, that test will be completed Friday. So that's it for me. Thank you very much. Oh, one other thing, Wendell Brazina Scholarship. So we also have a scholarship that we are presenting. And so on behalf of Wendell Brazina, I will be presenting the Wendell Brazina CTE grant. The grant is designed to provide financial assistance to help a student meet his or her educational and career goals. The recipient may use the grant in any way he or she feels will best further their education and career plans in their chosen CTE field. This year's recipient is Jorge Alvarez. Jorge has completed the EMT class at MCC this semester and plans to be a paramedic. Jorge, if you're here, come on up. I am pleased to present you congratulations. Okay, thank you.
Thank you all so much. Next up, we have one of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Kristal Norman for Digital Communications.
No, I didn't help her write that script. I actually did. So in digital communications, I teach journalism and yearbook. And these are a couple of my journalism kids. You guys probably know them from the Royal Report. I want to just say that in CTE, we're pretty lucky. Our students are here because they want to be here. I mean, students have to take math, English, science, history, but they don't have to take journalism, and especially for 4 years. Today, I'm honoring someone that I don't even recognize from their freshman year. You see, she eked her way through the parts that she really didn't like, but she shone brightly in the areas that she did. Things like design. During years 2 and 3, she made a name for herself, moving from copy editor to managing editor. This year, she rose to the position of editor-in-chief. Imagine making a yearbook in the middle of a pandemic. Well, this person not only helped make it happen, but she also helped to organize and guide our entire class, even when most of us were working from home. She's been an integral part of my class for the last 4 years, and in addition to all this, she's also played a major role in Skills USA. During her sophomore year, she took 4th place in job interview. During her junior year, she took 3rd place in job interview, and today she is the president of Skills USA. Raylan Davidson, will you come up here? Raylan, I want to say thank you for all of your contribution that will be a lasting part of LHHS. I hope you guys got your yearbooks, by the way, because it's a history book, really. Your dedication to the yearbook class has been incredible, especially with not having school. You still produced an amazing yearbook, even though we didn't have everyone on campus. She's going to stay here because she's up for the next 2 things too. So next up we have industry certifications, and like Mr. Brindis talked about Adobe Premiere. My students actually have the option to test in pretty much any Adobe program that is offered. In fact, Jacob over here got 3 certifications this year, but we're not going to really talk about that till next year because I'm expecting more. So anyways, I'm sure you guys have all heard of Photoshop. You know, the one where we can shave off a couple extra pounds or even like Facetune people. But I never really know what kids are going to come up with when I start teaching them Photoshop. Sometimes it's really interesting. However, the joys of that is that they also can use these skills in journalism and in my yearbook class. So I want to bring up to the stage the following people who certified in Adobe Photoshop. Riley Kennedy, Nicole Seaman, Tristan Davidson, Meredith Estrada, Ava Roberts, and again, Raylan Davidson. All right, so that takes us to our last thing, and that is our yearbook scholarship. So in order to receive a yearbook scholarship, you must be a senior, have attended LHHS for the last 2 years, a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher, currently enrolled in digital communications, and although $250 scholarships will be awarded to any seniors in the program, only 2 of them actually apply. So tonight, instead of awarding with 1 overall scholarship of $500, I'm going to go ahead and give 2 scholarships for $500. And those go to Raylan Davidson and Meredith Estrada. Thank you.
And actually, just so you know, Jess, she's my favorite teacher as well. So I hope you know that, and I'll be expecting 100 on my final. Also, Mr. Brindis, appreciate you. Thank you for giving me the bag. Anyways, next up is Mrs. Laura Denny for Business Management.
Hello, I'm the Laura Denny Business Management teacher and also Future Business Leaders of America advisor. And I have a 3-year program. So I'm going to start out talking about my shining knight, Haley Bartell. Here. So I'll start talking about it right now. So Haley, she does it all. She's an overachiever. She plays sports. She's in, does club activities. Academically, she excels. And she's earned a couple of certifications. I know she earned a CNA certified nursing assistant, and also through my class, she also earned Microsoft Office Specialist certification. Some of her leadership accomplishments, well, first of all, she's my FBLA president. She went through my 3-year program. She's been with FBLA 4 years, president the last 2 years. She recruits new members, and she would come into my freshman classes and do presentations and present to the students and take the whole class time to get them motivated, and we would get new members. She just has a positive influence, whoever she's around, her peers, fellow FBLA officers, really passionate about what she does, and therefore inspires and motivates them, so she can get other students to participate in FBLA and even help them with competitions. She qualified for FBLA Nationals the last 3 years, and she also qualified this year. She was first place. She was in a team and management decision making. In fact, that is a specialty for her. She's very proficient in problem solving. She can work on a case study, come up with alternative solutions, pros, cons, recommending a solution, and these skills will come handy in the real world out there. I asked Haley, I said, what motivates you? You're so busy. She goes, well, I like the way succeeding makes me feel. And I said, well, what is one of your strengths? And she said, work until the job is done. A fun fact, she loves strawberries. She even has a strawberry Coach purse. And I asked her about career goals. She has, I believe she got scholarship, tuition scholarship paid for U of A. And her goal is to be a physician's assistant or something in the medical field. So I'm so proud of all of her. So next I'm going to call up for my industry certifications that I teach in my class. And Alondra, Haley's here, Danny, Ellen, and JC. So while they're walking up, like I said, 3-year program, my intermediate students, they've all achieved Microsoft Office Specialist certifications as well. So I'm really proud of how well the students have done. So again, this is for industry certification as a Microsoft Office specialist. And Microsoft Office is, there's PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and so I just want to congratulate. Okay, and next, I want to talk about my national contenders. Every year, FBLA, we've had students that qualify to go to nationals, and so this year it was virtual, and so it was Haley, Alondra, and Jenica. Is Jenica here? Yeah. And what about Ariana Creedy? Is Ariana here? Okay, so I'm very proud of them. Haley, Alondra, and Jenica were a team. And so they were presented with a scenario, a management decision-making scenario. They had like 20 minutes to prepare, and they had to come up, like I said, with a solution, pros and cons. They won first place. Where's Jenica? You guys can step forward, Jenica. So they won first place. So proud of them. And then Jenica also won for securities investment. Securities investment. So that's amazing. And Then, let's see, Danny Allen. She, business calculations and also, well, business calculations. So she qualifies to go on to nationals as well. And then I also had Ariana McCready. She did a business plan, and so she is going to be going on to nationals, and she's going to pre-record that and also send in her business plan. So congratulations to all of those students.
Okay, thank you guys. Next up, we have Sarah Darnell with marketing.
So my Shining Award is Maria Fernandez. She is here. I'm going to make her stand up here with me because both of us have the same exact fear, which is talking in front of groups of people. So this is my first year doing the CTE marketing class. I took over for Miss Sonner, who's been doing this for several years. And this has been a crazy year, like everyone else has said. And Maria, I've had for the last 2 years. She was one of my English students as well as my CTE student this year. And she has done an amazing job trying to hold everything together for her senior class this year and trying her best to make sure that we have fun activities and we continue with some of those traditions that we have always had, even though COVID has made it so we can't. And this year she also has earned her certificate and credentials for marketing. And so I'm very proud of her for sticking with it in this very tough year.
Thank you, Mrs. Darnell. Next up is Mr. Don Miller for Automotive Technology.
Hunter Godfrey, Adam Hagen, Austin Martin, Ishmael Laura, and Wyatt Leader. Okay, not everybody at once. So one of the most interesting things about CTE students, especially for me, I'm assuming the rest of these teachers have a similar experience, is that these guys' educational path is right in line with their hobbies, and the working on cars and doing the things that they do in my class runs in their blood. So one of the things that I really try to do is stay out of their way. They're out there gathering technical knowledge through YouTube and industry-related TV shows and publications and things like that all the time. So these guys are constantly learning. And I'll give them a list of things that I need done in the order in which they need to do it. They're like, no, what do you want done? Just tell us what you want done. We'll get there. So I try to slow them down enough that they do the steps that I expect. But these guys have been amazing for me. Very proud to say that this year that 100% of my seniors earned the industry certification. Those of you who don't have these guys fixing your air conditioning and changing your oil and doing that during the school day will find yourself very soon at a repair shop here in town that says, we employ automotive service excellent certified technicians, and you'll see one of these guys. You probably won't see Austin right away. Austin's going to the Air Force. Thank you for your future service. He's going to build on the skills that he learned here at Lake Havasu